have attended the committee meeting more than me, honorable folks, and you have also chaired on my behalf. But the Right Honorable Speaker, when I took the names for our trip, she said, I quote, remove this name and that is my name. And what did I do? Nothing. Just to be honest and speak my mind. So I have nothing to do with the corruption tendencies. Nobody should smear me with it. Let her go to the drain and answer the questions of corruption, because I am not party to greed. Yes, I know I am from the most rural. That's why this parliament calls me the most rural member of parliament. Not because I'm rural. So, at times I speak better English, but it's because my niche is the last person. And the president wants to put money, to put change in the last person in this country. And the example of that person is me. And it is me to be put there so that we are able to reach the grassroots. The least should be able to come. West Nile is the second poorest in this country. Wow. And if we are not there in the sitting room, then who will speak for us? We have all this time not been there. We have been in the state ministry. No. What wrong have we done not to be cabinet? I think Jose was waiting for the votes. The votes have come. West Nile is saying, trust our daughter. And I want to pledge here, I'm trustworthy. Dear honorable colleagues, I know how this house is run. I will balance the vote. I will give opportunity to everybody. I will make sure we are equal here. Because all of us at first, we are members of parliament. And that should come at the back of anybody who is given an opportunity to be a speaker. And I promise to do that. I have vast experience from local government up to international and national. I'm asking sake, I start with Your Excellency, you paid my school fees. Without you paying my school fees, I wouldn't have reached this level. Yes, I have 4 degrees, but the degree in law you paid. And you paid this out of trust. Why wouldn't you get a person whom you paid to run the house? I think you are going to endorse me. And I want to request with the uttermost humility that Your Excellency endorse me as the flag bearer of NRM for Deputy Speakership, and therefore the Deputy Speaker for the 12th Parliament. I have no doubt in my mind that I will serve everybody, from the cleaners to any other person. Fourth Estate mentioned, I'm not here to discriminate against any house, whether NTV, NBS, UVC, online bloggers. You are my friends. We have worked. No, I don't have a godfather. You have been my godparents because you have been saying out there, projecting out there what I have said. Uganda, I love you. I'm very patriotic. When there was a motion by my colleagues on against impunity, my dear CDF, don't stop with Parliament. Move to police, move to Ministry of Finance, and all the ministries and MDS. We must clean this country. This country has enough money. We can't be losing tens of trillions just to corruption. This must end. This must stop. And I'm free for anybody's check. I have remained in my house, which I built when I was still a student on Entebbe Road, and I'm comfortable. You cannot come and... We need, I said, one, in this country, women form 51.4% of the population. Therefore, gender equality is crucial. Two, there's already a history. We cannot rewrite history. That when the speaker is a man, the deputy speaker should be a woman. Or when the speaker is a woman, the deputy should be a man. How can we change this now? Three, I have the capacity and capability. Four is the West Nile issue. Five, this woman called Rose Obiga is your best choice as the right honorable deputy speaker, and I know you will endorse me, Your Excellency, and say thank you.
Yes, Honorable.
Babysitters. So she even deserved to not to stand for LC1. These are the people who have really spoiled the name of women. Number two, the minister, we voted out 2 ministers. Obiga Kanya. Obiga Kanya was a selfish man. How would you bring your wife to contest and you are contesting? Is this sensible? He has been there for long. Greed, the same greed. You go to a fundraising, you are the chief guest. You give how much? 20 bags of cement. And yet you are a minister. You are here representing maybe the president of Riari. One day I went to NATS. The head of NATS told me he gave Obiga Kanya applied for 500 chicks. And he said, oh my God, you have never come here. Let's give you take to the constituency. He came back, I quote him. He said, Obiga Kanya said, I asked for how many? And why are you giving me all this? I don't need them. He said, no, you take to the constituency, to the rural people. He refused. And I went, they gave me piglets. I took and gave to the people of Tele. And they, you know, he was fearing. He said, are you asking only for yourself, like the way your brother did? Many people think I'm a sister to Obiga Kanya. No, we don't have any relationship. I'm nothing to him. I'm not his wife. If all men ran away and Obiga Kanya is the only man left, I'll remain a sister. Obiga Kanya is not being my man to me. He's evil. You see, this is the time for us to speak the truth, to expose it. I said once, in this country, women form 51.4% of the population. Therefore, gender equality is crucial. Two, there's already a history. We cannot rewrite history. That when the speaker is a man, the deputy speaker should be a woman. Or when the speaker is a woman, the deputy should be a man. How can we change this now? Three, I have the capacity and capability. Four is the West Nile issue. Five, this woman called Rose Obiga is your best choice as the right honorable deputy speaker, and I know you will endorse me, Your Excellency, and Secretary. The day when Honorable Muma said let's have Rose, it was that same commissioner, that Afoyochan, who said Rose is the chief campaign agent of Oboto. When I was in West Nile, she was useless. She was not anywhere near West Nile. She was here showing how she is beautiful. It was for a fashion show. By the way, if you meant well for your people, you wouldn't be here defending Anita. She was on flights every day, exaggerating costs of flowers in our third floor, that lodge for MPs. She was on business. She was buying chairs and tables everywhere. What did she do that really deserved her to be back? I worked for my people. I stayed with them. They know me to my fingertips. Actually, the mistakes made by Anita were not her mistakes. People like Afoyochan should be in Luzira by this time. Because these were the people who were misleading Right Honorable, amass this wealth, pick this money, let's do like this. They were in her bedrooms, they were her babysitters, they were her kitchen people, they were washing her dirty plates. They were her babysitters. So she even deserved to not to stand for LC1. These are the people who have really spoiled the name of women. Number two, is to see me as the deputy speaker. This country has a choice. NRM has a choice. West Nile has a choice. Uganda has a choice. And that choice is me. I kindly request MK, yes, you gave us your position for both of us. Then where you place Tayebwa, honestly, don't place Tayebwa on women. Women form 51.4% of the population of this country. And women vote more than anybody. If one woman, out of greed and selfishness, decided to take money, property of this country, it's not all women. Otherwise, when we had this Okello man who killed 4 children, then we call all men murderers. So nobody should bandwagon us and take us to the drain with Anita. Let her go alone. But I also want to say, the checking, corruption checking in this parliament should go up to how many trips per whom, when and why. Because there were people who would go out for one. Rose is the chief campaign agent of Batoro. When I was in the West Nile, she was useless. She was not anywhere near West Nile. She was here showing how she is beautiful. She was for a fashion show. By the way, if you meant well for your people, you wouldn't be here defending Anita. And this particular trip was either to South Africa or somewhere, but I've forgotten. But I remember he came and told me, but he stood his ground. I told right on above, Rose has done better than all of us. She attends religiously. We cannot leave her out. Not only that, Honorable Acholi, we were going to Canada with him on mental health. When he took my name, right Honorable said no, remove. And Macho said, I drafted our legal documents for mental health. Leaving me out is like the whole team not going. And he said he had to battle with the speaker to put my name. That's why I'm on record to say this. Yeah, thank you. Obiga, I'm the woman member of Parliament, Terego District. I served as the same capacity as the woman member of Parliament, Terego, in the 11th Parliament. Now again, the people of Terego gave me their mandate to serve again as the woman member of Parliament in the 12th Parliament. We're here because I am contesting as the Deputy Speaker of the 12th Parliament. I would like to introduce myself. I'm Rose Obiga, woman member of Parliament, Terego District. Apart from being a secondary teacher, I hold a bachelor's of law. I also hold a postgraduate in project planning and management from Uganda Management Institute. When I was in UMI, I served as the guild president, and it has gone in the records of UMI that since UMI started, I am the best guild president UMI has experienced. I have a master's in gender and governance. I served as the